Hello viewers, thank you for joining Alpha-1 Canada's 2015 Virtual Education Summit. My name is Duncan Lam, and I'm your host. We're very happy to have our speaker here today, Jeff He, from the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry. Jeff will be introducing to us the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry and also talk to us about its mission, its function, and also how to get on the registry. Jeff, do you mind saying a few words to our viewers before we begin? Maybe tell us about your experience and areas of expertise.
Sure, Duncan. First, I would like to thank Alpha-1 Canada for this opportunity. I have received my PhD from the University of Toronto in 2009. My thesis topic was the regulation of blood vessels during prolonged hypoxia. Since then, I have worked with Dr. Chapman on a variety of projects. Currently, in addition to coordinating the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry, I spent the majority of my time doing research in clinical trials, mostly in the area of asthma. There are a lot of research and exciting new drug options coming up for those new patients.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Without further ado, let's proceed to today's featured presentation.
Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm one of the coordinators working at the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry. Today, I'm going to give you a brief presentation on the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry. The Alpha-1 Canadian Registry was started in the 1990s by Dr. Chapman. The goal of the registry is to identify Canadians with Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency and gather information about their disease progression. With this information, we hope to gain insight that will improve the diagnosis, assessment, and management of the disease. Canada is one of the many countries working together on an international level to research Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. By coordinating research efforts at the international level, researchers hope to make more rapid progress than individual scientists could achieve working in isolation. One of the major initiatives is the creation of the Alpha-1 International Registry, in which the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry is a part of. Currently, there are over 3,000 people in the Alpha-1 International Registry, and in the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry, there are over 300 people. Alpha-1 Canadian Registry differs from other Alpha-1 groups in that we're mainly focused on the research aspect of the disease. Examples of information we collect include spirometry data, blood test results, exacerbation history, as well as medication and medical history. With the information that's collected, we try to understand better why some people remain healthy and free of disease, while others develop lung or liver disease. Listed on this slide is some of the studies that were done using data gathered from the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry. In the first study, we found that most Alpha-1 deficient patients were diagnosed 6 years after experiencing pulmonary symptoms and already had an FEV1 of 51% predicted at baseline. In the second study, we found that timely diagnosis and augmentation therapy may impact the progression to transplant. In the third study listed on this slide, we found that FEV1 decline was significantly slower for subjects receiving than those not receiving augmentation therapy. In addition, by being in the registry, you will also learn about current trials, and you may be offered the opportunity to participate in Alpha-1 clinical trials in Canada. By being in a clinical trial, you may have the opportunity to participate in an augmentation therapy trial. Jane Duke, our research coordinator, will talk more about clinical trials at a later presentation. In addition to research, we also arrange genotyping of Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. If your family doctor suspects a patient with Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, he or she will order a blood test. However, the blood test only reveals the level of Alpha-1 in the blood. In contrast, Genotyping reveals the actual alpha-1 antitrypsin allele in the patient has, and is often used to confirm the result of the blood test. We also offer alpha-1 testing for family members of alpha-1 deficient patients. To register for the Alpha-1, initially there are 3 forms to complete. The first one is the informed consent form, and then we also ask you to sign the medical release of information form. And after that, there is the baseline information form. I will go through each one in the following slides. The informed consent form describes all aspects of the registry, from the purpose of the registry, what is expected from patients, to the benefits and risks of being in the registry. Once the patient reads through the entire consent form and agrees to register, he will need to sign the informed consent form, and then we'll go from there. Once the informed consent form is signed, we'll then ask the patient to fill in the baseline information form shown here. The baseline information form asks for information related to demographic information as well as medical history. We understand that some of the question here is very technical and that the patient might know the answer. If the patient is unsure about any questions, we ask that they take the form either to their family doctor to help them fill it up or give us a call, and we'll be happy with the form. After you fill up all these 3 initial forms, we'll give you or mail you the annual follow-up information form. This form is the way for us to track how your disease progresses year after year. Again, this form will probably either email it to you or mail it to you, or we can do it over the phone. Listed here, there are other organizations that help Alpha-1 patients. I have listed Alpha-1 Canada here. That's the organization that's currently doing the presentation. As well, there is the AlphaNet Canada that also helps Alpha-1 patients. You can visit their website for additional information. The goal of the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry is that we want every single person in Canada with Alpha-1 deficiency to register with us. I've listed our information here. The Alpha-1 Canadian Registry Director is Dr. Chapman. You can reach us by mail, by telephone, by fax, and by email as well. And I want to thank everyone for their time, and please feel free to contact us.
This concludes today's featured presentation. On behalf of Alpha-1 Canada, I would like to thank Jeff He for taking the time to prepare and speak to our viewers. Now that we are aware of the registry and its contact information, the goal to have all alphas in Canada registered should be within reach. Please don't forget to check out the rest of our 2015 Virtual Education Summit featured videos on our website, www.alpha1canada.ca. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.